In this lesson, we will review how to identify like terms and also how to combine like terms to simplify a polynomial. Two or more terms are like terms if they have the same variable or variables with the same exponent. Another way to think of this is like terms have the exact same variable factors. So looking at the list, notice how the first term is negative 2x cubed. If this term has any like terms, it must also contain x raised to the third power or have three factors of x with no other variable factors. So looking at the list, notice how 7x cubed also has x raised to the third power with no other variable factors. Or we can say these two terms have the exact same variable factors and therefore they're like terms. So negative 2x cubed and 7x cubed are like terms. The next term is negative 2x. Looking at just the variable part, notice how this term contains one factor of x, or it has the variable x raised to the first power. If this term has any like terms, the like terms must also contain exactly one factor of x with no other variable factors. Looking at the remaining terms, notice how no other terms have exactly one factor of x in them, and therefore there are no like terms with negative 2x. The next term is 2y, which contains exactly one factor of y, or has the variable y raised to the first power. Any like term must also contain exactly one factor of y, or y raised to the first power. We'll notice how the term 4y contains exactly one factor of y, or y to the first, and therefore 2y and 4y are like terms. Looking at the last two remaining terms, notice how the variables are not the same, they don't have the same variable factors, and therefore these two terms are not like terms. And now for the second example, we're asked to simplify each polynomial if possible. We can simplify a polynomial by combining like terms. To combine like terms, we add or subtract the coefficients and the variable factors remain the same. So here the first polynomial is 4x cubed minus 7x cubed. So the first step is to recognize we do have like terms because both terms contain exactly three factors of x or contain x raised to the third power. To subtract the like terms, we subtract the coefficients and the variable factors remain the same, which means 4x cubed minus 7x cubed is equal to the difference of the coefficients would be 4 minus 7, and we still have x cubed. 4 minus 7 equals negative 3, and therefore 4x cubed minus 7x cubed equals negative 3x cubed. We often don't show this step here, but I wanted to show it for this first example. Next we have 2y squared plus 4y, and we have minus y squared, which I'll write as minus 1y squared, plus 2 minus 9y minus 5 plus 2y. Let's begin by identifying any like terms. We'll notice 2y squared and negative 1y squared are like terms. 4y, negative 9y, and 2y are like terms. And the constants 2 and negative 5 are also like terms. So now we'll simplify the polynomial by combining the like terms. 2y squared minus 1y squared would be equal to 1y squared, which is really just y squared. Now we'll combine the y terms. 4y minus 9y would be negative 5y, and negative 5y plus 2y is equal to negative 3y. Instead of writing plus negative 3y, let's just write minus 3y. And then we have 2 minus 5, which equals negative 3. Instead of writing plus negative 3, let's just write minus 3. Let's go ahead and drop the coefficient of 1 here, and therefore the polynomial simplifies to y squared minus 3y minus 3. I hope you found this helpful.